Remember the first time we met? We've never met before. This is the first time we've
Yes.
met. Hey, pageantry, like, hey,
So out
break,
of mind.
yeah. So when I saw you doing that, I was like, this is the time. No, I can't just be looking at your books.
Yes.
I have to also know you as a person. And today I'm here with you. And
Me on TikTok, I went to their account and I saw that wow, this guy has really, really good conversations.
yeah,
I realized that you're able to see through people to be able to tell like the value that they have.
yeah.
So I was like, oh yes, I'm definitely coming on this show to talk with you because like I want to be like the people you've interviewed and whatnot.
Wow.
And there's a lot I learned from you, the way you speak. So like it's been really, really good.
When we talk about book readers, leadership, media, and entertainment in a whole, someone has the full package. And like today, I'm here with a person, and you know what? When you talk about real talk with Robert, you know we give you everything juicy, everything tea, and everything you need to know about everyone's life to actually be a better person for yourself. We are not just interviewing mediocres, we are interviewing people with standards and brains who try to break the status quo of what people should be. And today we have here no other than
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Hi.
Hello, Robert.
How are you doing
I'm
today?
really good. How are you?
Great. Hey, do you remember the first time we met? We've never met before. This is the first time we've
Yes.
met. So I texted you on TikTok from that place, and I went to IG. I went to look at you, and I see your amazing work you've been
Thank you
doing.
very much.
And
Thanks so
what
much.
even pushed me to even text you was Miss University of Ghana,
Ghana,
because
yes.
I didn't see you for that. I saw you as a book reader, a book lover,
yeah.
a leadership something. Like I didn't see you as hey pageantry, like hey
So out
break,
of mind.
yeah. So when I saw you doing that, I was like, this is the time. No, I can't just be looking at your books.
Yes.
I have to also know you as a person. And today I'm here with you, and I'm so happy to be here with you.
Yes.
Hope you're also happy to be here with
Yes,
me.
I am. When he texted me on TikTok, I went to their account and I saw that wow, this guy has really, really good conversations.
Yeah,
I realized that you're able to see through people to be able to tell like the value that they have.
yeah.
So I was like, oh yes, I'm definitely coming on this show to talk with you because like I want to be like the people you've interviewed and whatnot.
Wow.
And there's a lot I learned from you, the way you speak. So like it's been really, really good.
Also learned a
when you
lot from
came.
you, because when I started watching your videos about books,
Yeah.
I started reading John Grisham,
Wow.
like that law, the
Yes, he's
lawyer.
more lawyer. Like
Yeah,
yes.
I started reading John Grisham. I've read a lot, like 3 or 4 books about him already
really
so
good.
far, and like I just like it. I don't know, and I'm also falling in love with reading, but TikTok and YouTube, you think
Exactly.
audio book is pushing the agenda for not reading books
And
again.
I
I
actually
don't
haven't tried an
know.
audiobook before.
I have too.
How was it?
It was good, but you see, sometimes when you're listening, then you sleep.
Yes.
Then you wake up and you sleep again.
I don't have
Then
an
you wake up and you
attention
sleep
span.
again.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird. I just love it for that. So even because of like audiobooks nowadays, I tend more into audios, and but sometimes when you're listening, you start sleeping. And I want to have passion to read books, but sometimes when I'm reading them, and I was like, hey, Robert, you have Spanish to learn, and you come to read
I
books.
think that's what really affects like a lot of people's reading.
Yeah.
Like when you start a book, you're like, hey, I'm here reading when I have
Have
slides.
slides.
I have
Can
things
you
to do. It
imagine?
happens to everybody.
Can you
It happens to
imagine?
everybody.
So, like, before we even get into deep of the conversation, can you tell us about yourself, like your journey, how you fell in love with books, what pushed you, anything, like anything juicy, nice, everything?
Honestly, I think I'm just lucky that I didn't really have to go through the stress of getting into like reading because I started
Wow.
very, very young. I we had a library in the house. My mom owns a nursery. So we had a library in the house. I had almost every kind of book. So from the get go, I was already seeing a lot of books, and there's no
Yeah.
way it was going to be there and I'll not touch.
No
I'll
touch it.
explore.
Yeah.
So I started with short stories. These were books with short story collections. So I
Yeah.
started with the short stories, and I started reading more novels. And by the time I realized I couldn't do away with reading. I read like the way I watch movies. It's a form of entertainment. It's just everything. You understand? So this thing you're talking about, where sometimes you'll be reading and you're
Yeah.
like, you have slides to read.
Size
Most
me.
people have slides to read, but they still watch movies without guilt. So it's like replacing the
Yeah.
movies with a book. So
Yeah.
I started reading from a very young age. I'm lucky to have a family that really nurtures reading and all
Reading.
that. So it's been good.
Okay.
So yes, I can be considered a reader.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also heard, okay, before I say what
Yeah.
I've heard, but let's continue. For me personally,
Mm.
I also like to read, right? It was growing up, my mom did that to PhD and all those things. So you see, the level of education in the house is kind of a little high. But me personally, I was always in the boarding house from
Yeah.
class one, so because of my parents' busy
Mhm.
schedule. But I still find out like I need to read. I also need to be something. I
Yeah.
need to read in there. So I just started reading, right? But my reading is not in depth like how yours is. Every day, come on TikTok, please have book review. There's
Yeah, this
hey,
book is
yeah,
really
really
good.
good. I was like, hey Jesus, when can I become like that?
Honestly.
So I was like, "Ah, when can I become like that?" So I was like, okay, let me start. I started taking the John Gresham book. He has a book called The Client.
Mm.
So I opened one. I was like, hey, the thing is plain to you. So I read the back first. I was like, it's interesting. Let me continue. And I read another book of his. He was talking about Ku Klux Klan. Like,
Hulakan,
yeah,
yeah, the racist
the racist
organization.
organization, all those things. And I read that. I just fell in love with them, man. And I was like, when someone asked me who's my best writer, I
He's
was John
so
Gresham.
good.
But I
Amazing.
don't know a lot of writers. So, but when I say, I'll just say John Gresham. And I
And
go,
having John Gresham is good enough because he has
yeah,
like a very, very wide his
scope, yeah,
yes, his
of,
books are a lot. They can fill a whole library.
yeah.
That's his
And
so it's
he
good.
also started as an English student, and
Really.
yeah, I've read his biography. He started an English student. He liked the law, but he
Mm.
didn't venture into it. But all of that, he said he would write law books.
And then he has combined something so wonderful. You
Yeah,
would think he's a lawyer. Wow. I
yeah.
didn't know this about him, but I assumed he used to practice law. Wow,
No,
I think
he
I need to
was,
read.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now you have your own, you're a CEO, yeah.
Hey.
Put it down there, CEO of
Hey, I wish.
you are. It's not you wish,
It
you
is a
are.
non-profit currently, so with
Okay.
CEO work, I'm sure it
Yeah, it
would.
will work because you are the manager of it. Like you are the
You were chief
boss.
executive. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that makes
For
sense.
book exchange program,
Yes.
can you tell me about it?
Oh, the Jasmine Book Exchange program is
Yeah.
like my child. So my main problem that I saw a problem within the society and I thought to solve it. And the problem was that reading is very inaccessible in Ghana. And
Very
when we talk
true.
about reading, I'm not just talking about electronic books, physical books, because I'm somebody that I prefer to read physical books.
Yeah.
If I'm giving electronic books, I don't read as much because I like the feel of a book, right?
Yeah.
So I realized getting that is very expensive. Right now, there's this book I want. It's called A Little Life. It costs almost 300 CDs
For a
for a book
book,
that I'll read and
it's
finish in
not just a
3 days.
book, it's the book. So
You
yeah, it's
understand?
good. Yeah.
And when I finish, I'm just going to keep it there, just going to collect that. And I don't like that idea. And it's a very thick book. So
Yeah.
having it electronically, it just won't work. Reading it won't be the same. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought of things like that. And I said, okay, you know what? People have books, right? A lot of people, like the way I have books and they are just collecting
Collective
dust,
dust. Yeah.
people also have books. And when I finished reading those books, I could give it to other people to read.
Yeah.
So I realized that people come together, bring all those books that they have, we can share it amongst themselves.
Septals, yeah.
And most people are bringing about like 5 books, 10 books, 20 books. So it's a lot of books that so many people
In
can read.
read,
So you
yeah.
are just exchanging books. Like we have like about 50 books. You can come with books are available, and you read and you bring it back, and you can just keep reading all for free. So it's
Wow.
like one is sustainable, then it sustains the environment because we are not printing a lot more
Lot
books.
more, yeah.
So it was just perfect. It just fits perfectly.
Wow.
And then when I had it in my head, I didn't think it was actually going to work the way, but I saw it in action. It was just amazing.
Massive. So if you're having a lot of people showing up, and
Yes,
you know what it does? It makes you connect with like-minded people as you.
exactly,
Because now you can talk and you feel free and you don't feel weird.
exactly.
So when are you meeting this? Because I want to start coming.
So the book exchange for now is even on hold. I'm
Yeah.
trying to reorganize and come bigger. And now school, radio, and pageantry, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things are
Yeah.
stopping, and it's something that requires a lot of
Lot of time.
organization
Yeah.
because you don't want to lose somebody's book. You have to track who has the book now, what a lot of logistics goes into it. So it's very time consuming. I want to give people quality. Rihanna is on hold. We have executives. But I'm supposed to ask for books and I'm able to give it to them. So right now we don't really have a certain meeting day, but
Yeah.
we still you can text us online and all that and then we'll get to you. But
For
yeah,
your books and all
yeah,
those
for
things.
free books.
Wow.
Yeah.
And every day you do reviews. So like for now, what is one of your favorite books this year for this year? Because
For
you've been reading a lot
So for
for this
this
year.
year, I think it would be Yellow Face
Yellow Face
by
by who?
R.F. Kwang. She
Okay.
wrote this book, Babel. It's
Okay.
such a good book. R.F. Kwang is she's such a good writer. Yellow Face is a book about it talks about social issues. So she really writes on like social commentary. So she's talking about um how people of Western cultures tend to steal different cultures and
Cultures
how they
and make it.
water it down, how they criticize it, and it's just amazing.
And you
She
know the
opens your
funny
mind.
thing, when they criticize it, they actually do it.
Exactly.
You see, so I don't feel like I feel it stems from jealousy or projection.
So I think it's more, you have to maintain a certain level of superiority in order to be imperialist. You have to convince people that your culture
Try
is
is good
better,
better.
but at the
Yeah.
same time stealing their
Their
culture,
culture.
using and rebranding it and
Yeah.
whatnot. I study literature, so you learn a lot about how um, cultures have been stolen, how the Ghanaian culture in itself has been stolen, how it has been repackaged, how they are marketing our own things to us, but in different ways. It's a whole lot. So she
Wow.
talks about that in depth.
In
She is the
depth.
Asian culture because she's Asian, but you can
Okay.
see a parallel between the Asian
Asian culture.
community and
Yeah.
Ghana. It's she's such a good writer. So I think um Yellowface
Yellow
is
face.
the
Yeah.
best book this year.
This year you've ever read.
Yes, yes.
So you study
I
literature
study
and
literature and psychology.
psycho. You guys, no, I'm here with someone that I have to be talking to every day, psychology, because I need a therapist already.
Psychology is such a
Yeah.
good course, my favorite.
Favorite,
Yeah.
yeah. Because when my friends do it and they were like, oh, today I learned about this, and even medicines and all that. You guys learn a
We
lot.
learn
You don't,
drugs. It's psychology is like a hard science. It
yeah.
combines a lot of things. So social studies,
We also in psychology, the human brain care will know you are going to, but you're like,
that's
you're
just a
learning.
small aspect of it.
Oh my
Yes.
fucking goodness! And how do you cope with this, with everything? Like, how is academics going so far for you?
Hmm. You have to manage. So because I know I'm somebody
Yeah,
that likes to do a lot, I tend to study before the
the
semester
semester.
even comes. So during the
Wow.
vacation, I'm not resting every day. I'm on the slide. I have to
Hey,
finish it. So maybe the semester ends, I'm asking people for a slide. So nothing annoys me more than when lectures come and use different slides.
slides.
So
Okay.
I learn before the semester starts so that I'm not caught off
Cut.
guard because
Yeah.
I value my education over everything. If I have to drop whatever so that my, because that's what I came to
It's
school
good
for.
for, yeah.
So I study before the semester so that I'm able to handle it. Because
Yeah.
if I say I'm going to wait, I won't be able to be honest. I won't
Yeah.
be able to, sometimes I can't sit down and even study because my
Said it.
mind is going so,
So,
so I prepare for it. So that's what I
oh,
advise people to do.
though, okay.
Yeah.
Then, wow.
If you are very ambitious, I think you should start before,
Early.
yes, yes,
And
before.
how do you see for me personally, when I go home, I have a lot of works to do.
Exactly.
I come home around 7,
Mm-hmm.
and now when I'm tired, you see, when we go through all this stress, no, we can't, you can't watch TikTok. Oh. You can't learn. We're like every day, so your life will be boring every day. Like, do you understand?
Yes.
But sometimes too, I was like, discipline, I'm going to do it. And sometimes I also do it, and I like your idea because it's so perfect. But
Yeah.
sometimes I don't understand, though, why people say, I'm in the house, oh, I'm studying,
You have
studying for what?
to.
Like, because I'm like, every semester has a new something we are learning.
Life
What are you
will come
studying?
for you. You have to prepare. You have to really, really,
Wow.
really prepare.
But now you've clarified this in why we need to study in the house before we
Yes,
come to
yes,
school.
you have to.
Talking about that, hey, your leadership role was a VP, Vice
Of the
President
English
of the English
department, the best
department.
department in the school.
Yeah, because you guys are the
We
best.
move the world.
Yeah. Because I feel like a language is something that connects a lot of things. Because if
Yeah.
you don't understand language or you're not able to connect to people from other walks of life, for example, me, I'm studying Spanish, right?
Mm.
And when people from the Spanish cultures are speaking in those things, and you see how they speak and the tonation they use, you know how to connect with them.
Then
Some
exactly.
people, for example, if you go to Asia, some people will say, "Oh, they are rude," but they are not rude. That's how they
That's the,
speak
yes,
because
yes.
it's about culture blending.
Exactly.
So if you can't do that, I don't know.
Exactly.
So language is life. I mean, that's what I tell
It
people.
is. It really
So
is.
now you're studying English, and now, okay, I'm not just studying English. I want to be the vice president for the English department. Do you know how that sounds? Like, do you know like the weight on which you have to do that to become? I don't know. Can you tell us how
The
you even got the role first? How you applied? What pushed you to apply? Everything about it.
So funny enough, with um
The English.
the English position,
Yeah.
I was there once. I was studying. That semester two was one of the most stressful semesters ever.
Yeah.
So I didn't think of any leadership roles because I was thinking of the other things I wanted to do. At that time, I had left debate. I used to debate and I had left the debate space. So I was trying to figure out what I want to do with myself outside that space that I was used to. I got a coin that made like around 10. You've been nominated for vice president of the English department. Are you ready to take up the position? And like I'm on the spot.
Oh
I was
my
like,
goodness.
why not? So they sent me the form that I should apply for the position, and then 2 or 3 days I didn't hear anything, and then I came out that this is the list of the people who are nominated, so they'll be
Yeah,
vetting. We went through
vetting.
vetting, we went through the election. election was so stressful because it was the first time I'd had an election outside the in the University of
University,
Ghana
yeah.
space, outside secondary school.
Schools,
I'm
yeah.
used to that, but the university space where there are different campuses
Yeah.
and people are not in your class, so you have to now go outside
Be
class
speaking. Oh, please, I am this. Vote
and
for
this
me.
vote for me. What are your policies?
Policies.
Hey, will you vote for me? If you don't vote for
Vote
me,
for
I'll
me.
come and fight. A lot,
Yeah.
like the camp. It was a whole lot.
Those campaigns are really stressful. And sometimes the painful part is, please, I am this. I want to talk to you about like this. Please, I'm not ready. I'm busy.
I'm busy.
Like, and they will just be showing attitude. Oh, okay,
You're not
I've
even
heard
done
you.
talking. They're already clapping
Cla-
for you to get
yeah,
on the stage.
like
And you have to. You have to. So it was one going to Accra City campus was
campus
stressful. Especially because one, I'll get down at National Theatre and I have to walk
work.
and go and talk. And like there are six in the class. Sometimes they are not always welcoming. I mean,
Yeah,
they're quite campus, they tried. They were not very welcoming sometimes, but then they came up and it was like
yeah.
stressful. Oh.
So, like
So
your leadership role now, how are you seeing it?
so I'm vice president in charge of publicity. The English
Okay,
department, we have the president and two vice presidents, one in charge of policy and one in charge of publicity.
publicity.
So I was
Okay,
nominated for publicity. I can't lie, it's been very stressful because doing radio and doing like many other things,
yeah,
it becomes really, really, really stressful. So VP of VP of English department is very stressful.
very
Even though it's a
stressful.
small department, very stressful. Sometimes you organize things and they don't come. They can be very, very apathetic. Like
Yeah,
you organize things and people are not really interested. It's not like
interested.
they don't hear, but a lot of them are not really
Really
on.
on the campus.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are not also on their platforms enough. They are not checking in constantly to see a program. So by the time they hear about it, it's already over. So doing that,
Mm.
especially when you're dealing with publicity, can be very, very stressful. But
So have you ever missed class for meetings and all those
even
things?
during our campaign, we missed classes. Yes, we have missed vetting. I missed the class. I mean, missed the tests. But you see, it's also that I make sure that I do the right thing so that when things come up, my lecturers understand because it's not
Yeah,
something I
I
constantly
constantly
do.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, so even with this pageant, the Miss University of Ghana pageants, I had to miss a class. My lecturer asked me, I just told him why I missed, and then he understood. So I had to just quickly catch up with the class and everything. So yes, I miss class,
Okay.
and
Wow.
it's unfortunate, but then it's the sacrifices you have to
To
make
make
for the
to
position. People voted
yeah.
you in, you have to deliver. So
Wow.
it's been good, but I've learned a lot.
Yeah. You
I've
have.
learned a lot. Leadership. I've seen disappointments. I've seen wins. I've seen something you have to try, even though you know it's a lost cause. I've learned a
Seriously.
lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so for example, now how do your friends see you? Before that, let's go into your Miss
University of
University of
Ghana.
Ghana. You were do like it's a spectrum of long things you need to be doing. You have to do this, you have to go here, you have to go here, you have to go here. But it got to a final stage where you are a finalist, right,
Yeah,
for the
hopefully. So we are
Miss
yet to do
University
the final
final.
eviction.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
but
you were the best orator,
yeah, the
and
most
you were,
eloquent.
yeah, the most eloquent. How did you feel? Did you know you would be?
I honestly with this
Let's
pageant, you
yeah.
can't tell. Everybody is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like before the week before the week I won, there was a girl Nasara. She won most eloquent.
Nasara. Oh, I know.
You know
Yeah,
Nasara.
she's in the
Nasara
business
won
school.
most eloquent. So
Yeah,
like she's so good.
and she came again.
So she came again this time I won. So you never
But
know.
no,
You never
yeah,
know. You never know who is best dressed this week. So you just have
yeah,
to come with your A
the
game.
game,
The
yeah,
week before I hadn't won anything. I was so disappointed. It
yeah.
was a cultural showcase.
So
That was our first event. And I wasn't one, I didn't think 1 week was enough to really
enough to
prepare because I
yeah.
had to get into my culture, most of which I didn't know. I did not speak the language. I didn't know the dance. So I had to do everything on my own. Even the outfit, I had to go to the School of Performing Arts. Because of the short notice, it just gave me cloth. I wrapped it around. I made something. I didn't win any awards. I wasn't nominated. So I was very downhearted. So then next week, when
Yeah,
they said the social issue, I said, oh, social issue, count me in. Like anything that has to do with social
social
issues,
issues.
commentary, I'm all there. So
Yeah,
I put in my best. I ran the speech by 5 people. I made sure the outfit was on point. I made sure that what I'm talking about was also very, very important. And so student apathy is something I've dealt with within the
it
department where
means yeah.
you can bring as many issues and solutions, but if students don't care, nothing will be done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I spoke on. That event, I was nominated for all the categories, and then I finally won most eloquent. I wasn't expecting it. I really wasn't.
Mm.
Because I'm also not seeing what the other people are doing. You
Doing
can't tell. You
yeah.
can't tell if you might think it's the best,
Yeah,
but it's
but
not.
it's not. Yeah.
So every week is something new. So when
Wow.
I won most eloquent, I said, okay, that's good. Just keep it up. Funny enough, the next week I won overall best
Best
performer. I
performer.
was so shocked. That I
Yeah.
was most shocked about because I wasn't expecting it. So Most eloquent. I
Correct.
was really, really happy. You have no idea.
But you are transitioning from books to leadership
Mm-hmm.
and now to
Pageantry.
pageantry.
Pageantry combines everything. Pageantry combines. Funny enough, when I was registering, I was registering because I wanted to step out of my comfort zone.
Comfort
I'm not
zone,
known
yeah.
for someone who does pageantry.
And
Like
that's all
I'm
like
going to there and then they'll put makeup on. Like
you
I wasn't seen
see,
as that. So I was like,
yeah,
why not? Let me try it. And I knew there were going to be different events. I wanted to try makeup for the first time. I wanted to try different things.
things,
So
yeah.
I registered for Miss University of Ghana. It has been it's one of the things that like I think I'll remember the most in the University of Ghana. It has taken me so many places, doing things I never thought I would do. I never thought I would be up at 10 a.m. learning how to walk.
Ish.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's been
And because of you,
something.
that's why I had to be like, because
Wow.
hey, I have to, you see how you're, please, I just don't want to be, hey, right, even the interview, the host cry, look at what he's wearing. Oh,
Hey, it's
so I
about
have
the
to also
value you
come up.
bring.
I have to come up to, yeah, value. You see,
Yeah,
the thing about people is, it's not about what you know, it's about how you carry yourself.
exactly.
So you can know like the everything, but if you don't carry yourself good, if you don't carry yourself, and people who don't like reality, they like to live in an illusion of other people.
Exactly.
So if you
Delude
don't,
you.
yeah, if you don't carry yourself well and also speak good, no one take it for anything.
That's
You can be
true.
best. You can be best in your mind,
And then
but if you don't
yes,
come out from a comfort
exactly.
zone,
People
you
need
know,
to see. I think
yeah,
visibility is a very big part of success. Like you
yeah,
have to put yourself out. Sometimes you might not even be the best at it, but putting yourself
yourself
there
out makes it,
pushes you.
yeah,
Yes, because there's always way to improve, and people notice that. So
mm-hmm,
I think people should just put themselves there, like I did.
yeah.
Miss University of Ghana is something I never
You
thought. I
thought
remember
about,
I called my mom, should I do? She was like, no, you're short. I said, don't
don't
worry,
worry, I'm doing it.
I'll be
I
short
like
and
that.
I'll
We'll
go.
go for it.
And also, people were also saying that they don't see me wear makeup. Will I be able to wear makeup?
Makeup,
People
yeah,
don't see me wear wigs. Will I wear wigs? And these are two things that I've not really thought of.
so,
I said I
yeah,
will go with my natural hair and I will
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
And I
And I
was
like your outfit.
thank
I'll put
you.
the
The
outfit,
newspaper
the
one.
newspaper one. Hey, how did the concept come about?
So they told the theme was um a freestyle, an outfit that represents you.
Yeah,
The first time I wanted to go as a knight, like a knight in
night,
shining
yeah,
armor, because I
yeah,
thought, oh, I'm strong.
yeah.
So, but I was thinking, one, I'll not get anybody that will be able to be the material will be. So I discarded
Crazy.
that. I was struggling to get a good concept because there are so many things that I didn't even know how to make books into like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I said that I prayed that God should be, He's a God of ideas. So
Yeah.
I prayed that God should just bring an idea. I was like, I read and then I do radio. Newspapers
The
combine
radio cry
both.
to come. I'll come
Yes,
with it. Like,
newspapers
hey,
combine both. I said, so I can make a dress out of newspapers.
yeah.
I don't personally sew. I don't so I asked my friend, would you be able, she's a designer, would you be able to do something? She's like, she might struggle to do it. I said,
Mhm.
wow. I like the concept. So I'll try and ask people. I went to a girl who sewed a prom dress for me. She told me that she can't do it in the
Hey,
details are too intricate. It will take
complicated,
weeks. Mind
yeah.
you, we've been told Wednesday morning what we are doing. So I
We
only have like a few,
few
like four
days,
days
days to
to
be,
get
yeah.
a dress. I was down hard time. I
Uh,
told
it's given the Met Gala, like you had just 4 days to
four days,
prepare.
4 days.
Wow.
And one, you need to know that somebody can do the dress, and you need to know that the person can do it. It was like a lot. So I told the concept to my mom. Then she drove around Sakumon, every um shop like
Yeah,
clothing. Then
sure there.
someone said, "Oh, his mentor can do
Yeah.
something like this." Then we knew we had found a person. We went there. She was more excited to do the dress than that.
Than
She said,
yeah.
we are going to, in fact, I'm going to make earrings out of the newspaper. I'm going to add the fascinator and
Ish.
the shoe. Like, I was so excited. She was more excited for the dress than I
There
was.
was
Then she sent me the base. The base I didn't like. I was like, is this what I'm going with? She was like, no, relax, calm down.
wow.
Then she did the dress. When she said, I said, oh my God, perfect. It was better than what I even imagined.
Imagined, yeah.
I said, she's coming for the events and everything. So something that represents me and was just perfect. Way, way, way better than I imagined.
Wow.
Like,
Because books like represents you and you represent books and using newspapers to
yes,
actually
because
make
it's
it.
also media. And I was a statement like newspapers are a dying form of media. This
Yeah.
dress I have can't be worn again. So we
Yeah.
should appreciate the beauty
Beauty
of
of
that we
it.
had in these
Yeah.
newspapers until they leave. So
Yeah.
that was really the statement. And
Hey,
I'm
I'm
glad the
so
judges
proud.
saw
I'm so
the
proud.
yeah, I'm glad they saw
So
the
talking
vision.
of you being
Yeah.
was a radio
Mm-hmm.
presenter at Radio University in the University of
Our
Ghana.
campus radio station.
Yeah, your campus, our campus radio station.
Exactly.
How did it come out? Like you, were you years, the years will come. Okay, or someone said, okay, you can do it, so let's put you on,
So
or
it's
you
it's
just
a
went
mixture
for
of
it.
both. It's a
Yeah.
mixture of both. You see, for the first before I even came to the University of Ghana, I knew I was going to join debates. They had started scouting me from
So University of Ghana Debate Society.
yeah,
I'm
UTDS.
also inside.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
used
that
to
off
be
late I
there.
don't go.
You
Yeah.
guys, you always leave. But anyways,
No, I'm not leaving. I'm still in the
yes,
system,
yes, you
but
shouldn't. You shouldn't. So they scouted me from senior high. So when I went, the first thing on my mind was debate. I didn't know
mm,
there were even any other
extra calculus.
at all.
Yeah.
So I was doing debate for a long time, but debate stopped being something I really, really wanted to do. It wasn't giving the fulfillment that I needed. The value in debate was amazing. I got to learn a lot of things at once. So debate has been amazing
It's
for,
so good.
but then I wasn't getting all the fulfillment I
Yeah.
wanted. So for a while I was doing
Away.
nothing. I
Yeah.
was just doing school. That's where the leadership roles, the book exchange program came in that space. There was a guy in my class who he's one of the heads of radio university. He's called George. You
George,
know
I know
George,
George.
head of Campex.
Yeah.
Amazing guy.
Yeah.
George speaks so well. And I remember I
What's
saw
in your class?
yeah, George is in my class.
Do you
He's
know?
an
I
English
was
student.
thinking he was in level 400
No,
about to
no, no, no,
complete
no.
or
George is
something.
in level 300.
Wow.
English, very English and political science.
Science.
Very, very articulate. You have no
Yeah.
idea. So I saw George as somebody who really speaks well. And then I said, George, how do you he should take me through? He's like, oh, he's even on radio invest. I should join. I said, oh, I'll join. So I sent an application like months ago. I didn't hear anything. Then one day I was like, I got a call that they are having their recruitment training. So I should come. I rushed there. Then and you see, radio invest, you learn on the job. Nobody's come to. Oh, you
Oh,
are
you
new.
knew? No.
You are in it. They
Yeah.
go there. Where's your story? You don't have a story. Why don't you have a story? So they are teaching you on the job. So radio invest was so like that's how I joined. So I sent an application and then they called me in. And
Mm.
right now we're even still taking application.
Oh,
I hear
George
people
told me I should come, oh,
yes, like
but I
radio
was like,
invest.
hey, I'm
It's
tired.
and
Like,
it's a community, it's a space
I
that
love
it
the
will nurture
space.
the
Yeah.
environment there is beautiful. The people are so welcoming. Everybody is willing to help. Like one nobody like people will not see you make mistakes.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's a very it builds you.
So
You
every day
meet
you need to be
amazing
there.
you'll check your schedule.
Yeah,
They'll
okay.
check your schedule. So they work around. You get to cover events, and
Wow.
there's no such thing as you are new. You will do everything.
Everything.
You will do
Okay.
everything. You can by the time you can stay there. By the time you realize you're hosting a show, people are doing what lunch spice, which is an afternoon show. They
Sure,
just
yeah.
came like months, and then they're already hosting shows. So radio investors,
Because I see your TikToks like for the from the
yes.
radio universe, because I have a friend there
Mhm.
too, Jasmine.
Okay.
Yeah, she also every day she's posting. And today we are going to cover this, and I'm like,
Exactly.
hey, you guys.
That video invest has been amazing. Like it's brought me
Yeah,
joy, fulfillment in campus. Every day I'm going to work, I'm so excited. I mean, it's time consuming. You have to wake up at 6. If you don't get at 7, and anytime you're doing something, you're thinking about Super is watching. If you make
yeah.
a mistake, he's coming for you. So it builds you. You are time conscious. You are more. Oh my gosh, radio
Radio
has been
universe.
amazing. And you should join.
I would.
You
I'll
should join.
consider. But if confidence was a perfume, who would you be wearing? Because
Like,
you're so confident. Like everything you've been doing. Like I'm just watching. I'm like, hey, this is confidence.
yeah.
Like yeah. If confidence was a perfume, who would you be wearing?
So I think I'm trying to understand, but I live by the mantra that
Yeah.
if fear didn't exist, what would I do? You understand?
Okay.
So every time I'm scared of something, I'm like, so if fear didn't exist, would I still do this thing? And I just ignore it and then just do.
Like my hair. I was like, okay, every
Exactly.
day I wanted to dye it. I wanted to dye it, but I never did. I never,
Yes.
and because I was like, hey, if I dye it, what people say? I was
But
like,
we
okay.
don't care what people say.
And the thing was, yes, so I dyed it Thursday, right?
Hmm.
And I was just there in the evening, okay, I'm going to dye it. I just got there, no. I went there and the man said, the dye is this. I was like, am I braiding my hair? I was like, I'm just dyeing my hair, cutting it. But I was like, okay, I've already come. I don't want to return back the same
Hey.
dye it. They
Uh-huh.
were like, okay. Then you just did it. And I was like, okay.
It's a bold
And I did
choice.
it.
And it is good.
And today is my first time I unveiled it.
Why you were scared of
No, I
first?
wasn't
You were
scared. I was
shy.
like, no, I wanted to hold. I wanted people to be, hey,
Grand
yeah, the ground
unveiling.
opening of my hair. Like that's what I did in my hair. So I was like, oh, what's under your hair? I was like, oh, I've got bald. I said, oh, I've cut everything. Like I'm trying to grow it again, whatever, whatever. But Saturday I'll be. So in the morning when I woke up, someone came in front of my Robert. He said today's Saturday, and I'm like, hey,
Wow.
and I just removed it for the person to see.
And
It
it's
was like the
blown.
person was like,
It's nice.
it's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice. I was like, okay. So
Can't
like
lie.
do something that scares you.
Yes,
I don't
for the
know.
plot, oh, like live your life for the
Yeah.
plot because it will pass you by. Life will really pass you by. Living, you have to try different things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's life. Have fun with it. Try different things. Put yourself in difficult situation. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, you can do
So
it.
if fear didn't exist, just do everything.
But I mean, my perfume I'll be using if it was that
Mm.
would be writer with a mix of this perfume. It has, what was it called? Laurel or something. No, Kally, Kali perfume or something.
I'm
It's
not.
a good perfume that I like. Yeah,
Me, I
so
like.
that
We've
was
got perfumes everywhere. Me, I like this. It's called David of Cool Water.
ish.
Yes,
It's
I've
it's
had
creamy
it once,
luxury. It's
and then I
creamy
couldn't.
luxury.
I've not seen it. It was so expensive. So
Yeah,
expensive, David. So
yeah.
yeah,
That was what we were wearing.
yeah.
So from that segment, you've learned a lot. I've also learned a
Yeah.
lot from here. One, I've learned confidence. Two, I've learned articulation. Please, we're talking about articulation in the media space and everywhere. And it's just, man, like, please, you guys, don't joke with her. But before we end, we are going to do a session, and that's my
Okay.
favorite session amongst
Yeah.
everything. Is the branch game plate. So we're going to start. So you've already told me your favorite book you've read this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's Yellow Face, and
Yellow
you stand
face.
by it. So can you give me two books each?
Mm-hmm.
On one, Heartbreak.
That's
Two,
great.
Ambition. Three, Revenge. And four, Detective. With
Okay,
their
let me
title,
start
like
with
the title.
detective.
Yeah,
It's called Behind Closed Doors. It's a
behind closed doors.
yes, it's a detective who goes into a cult
Yeah.
to go and study what's going on because people go there and get missing. On Heartbreak, I a little life. I've not read it, but everybody that reads it tells me that it's so traumatic. Like you will cry. And me, I'm a sensitive person. When it
Mm.
comes to movies and books that will make
Books.
you cry, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'll cry for you.
Wow.
So a little life for Heartbreak, and Heartbreak could be in many forms. And there's also family when like so that kind. It's not just
Yeah.
romantic.
Yeah. I don't even like the romance. I like maybe the friendship ones. I like the family ones, like the betrayal.
Exactly.
Like
Oh gosh.
it's so I don't know. Um, ah,
I get it.
relationship the phone.
You understand? And I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of the heartbreak with other forms can really go deep.
Deep.
It can cut
Yeah.
you deep.
Yeah.
So with heartbreak, I would suggest From Scratch. There's even a Netflix movie
From scratch.
about it. It
From
talks about
scratch.
loss, and so that kind of heartbreak, grief from scratch. I cried like many times.
Times.
It was very
Yeah.
sad. For ambition,
Mm-hmm.
ambition. What would I say? I've not read Becoming by Michelle Obama. What book has inspired me? But I think
Bubble.
Bubble by R.F. Kwan. It's inspired me to like to take initiative in things. But if you're also talking about ambition, with fiction, nothing is coming to mind, but non-fiction, you should try The Mountain Is You
The
by
mountain is
Brianna
you.
West.
Brian away.
It's a self-help book, which I usually don't read, but it's a self-help book that talks about doing the inner work. That most of the self-sabotage we have is from within. We
Mm-hmm.
put limitations on ourselves. So The Mountain Is You. What's the final? I
And
think
the
the
final one is Revenge.
Revenge. I would say, murder, bad men.
Bad
Bad
man.
men. It's
Okay.
about a woman that kills predators. She
Yeah.
kills murderous predators. So bad men. She takes revenge for people who can't. So those are my top. There are a lot of books
But do you
I
love revenge?
I like revenge books. I really really like revenge books.
But like,
Not
do you like revenge as a
like
person?
as a it
Will you
depends.
come for them?
The best
Because
revenge
me
to be honest is
first,
yes.
I would come for you. Like me, if you do me something, you think I've forgotten it.
Uh,
Like, and I'll just tell you I didn't like what you did, and we say, oh, Chale, then you do it again. I won't say anything because if I report you, I've been reporting, sir. You
uh,
didn't hear anything. I'll come for you personally, and I'll do it in a shocking experience. Like when you don't realize it, no, and I've done
when you
it,
done something.
and
Have
then it's okay. But now I don't see the need to do
Oh,
it
I have
again.
had an encounter with
But me
revenge
first,
before.
I will do it. I don't delay. Like I know I've
You're
put
on
in my
time.
book. I'll put in my book. I'll say, I'll come for you. But don't this is not the right time. Because if I do it right now, cry, it won't pain you. I'll wait when we are
When
cool.
you're
Then I'll do
yeah.
it. Then
Mm,
draw stuff. But now, dear, I just don't do
yeah,
it
yeah.
today.
It's not people are not worth your
Yeah.
time at
Because most of the
all.
times now, most of the times the people I'm seeing right now is, oh Robert, you can't do this. Robert, you can't do that. And every day I'm trying to prove them right. That I
Exactly.
can do it.
Exactly.
Like I'll be
That's the
able to
best
do it.
revenge.
Yeah. Every
Doing you
day.
like
Like,
nothing.
for example, when
Yeah.
I wanted to start this podcast, I was like, hey, Robert, on a new channel, who are you going to see?
They'll
Like,
tell you that the market is so saturated. There are
saturated,
too many
many,
podcasts. Why are you
why you
coming?
coming?
You'll find your space.
And you see, I don't do like what people are doing. I
Exactly.
find something different to
And
do.
you thrive there.
Because, like, the person who inspired me to even do podcast, one, a Nigerian person, Temisan, or Talking
Mm.
Moment, Talking Makenwa. She's
Mm.
a very good orator. I like her. And in Ghana, Nobuke. Do you know Nobuke?
Not really. I'm sure I would know the face.
You know the face. Like, for me, I call her premium content because no, it's not everybody who watch So it's like when I watch, I feel
You
like
feel you're part of something.
I'm part of something different.
Yes.
Like I don't watch Rant Matter Confession is good. I
Yes.
like it, but I don't watch Rant Matter
Yeah.
Confession. Like I watch something that's like educative. For example,
It's
she can bring some
enlightening.
and like I don't know. I just like something enlightening, because if I don't read, let me watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's how
If I
my
don't read it,
project
let me
is.
watch it. So I just like this, and I was like, oh, then I'm going to start. No, because she went bowed, and she's not going here, and like
I
she
know
has
it.
done a lot of things. So no, okay, do you okay, back in 2019, 2020, 2021, they were a girl squad. Nobuke, Marintia, Ama Governor. They were like those YouTubers, the OGs YouTubers, Ghanaian YouTubers in
I
the
think
days.
I have an
You,
idea.
yeah,
Oh
you
my, I
know
think
it.
I would know the
Yeah,
person.
you know her. They
Think
were
so.
so good. Like, I just like all their content. And even Ama Governor and Marintia, they have their own podcast right now.
Yeah.
Girls who cook. That for, I'm saying they're sick because it's so good. And I listened to it once. I was like, okay, let me see. Let me watch it and see. Because it was 1 hour and something minutes. I was like, hey, can I wait? When I started watching it, I watched 1 hour and it didn't feel like 1 hour
Yeah.
because I was still, it was hooked. I was still in it.
Yeah.
Because how people can strive in maybe things that you think you can't strive in. For example,
Exactly.
you feel like, oh, maybe family has disappointed me. Let me call another my show. Like I can't even do it. If I'm doing it, God, what am I doing it for? Like
Exactly.
you're doing this for you. Like that's the answer.
Exactly.
You're doing it for you. But what am I doing this for? What am I doing that for? And like you start grieving in it, and you make what they've done to you affect your future,
Exactly.
and you can't even go further again. But they make you know that no, you can actually come out from it, and it becomes a better space for you to actually live in it. And I really like that for. And also, heard you have a lot of travel details. Can you,
Hey.
yeah, your
Okay,
travel?
so I won't call it a lot,
Okay,
but my mom is somebody who works within the aviation space.
yeah.
She's a duty manager for KLM. So
KLM,
she
I
sees
love
the
that flight.
value in
Yeah,
travel. She likes exposure, and travel gives me a lot of exposure. And so I travel. I mostly rotate between the United Kingdom and the USA, and
yeah.
those countries because I have family there. So I don't think it's a stigma somebody who has to go and live in
Live there,
hotels and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
So I have family there. I go to live in London, like central London,
London,
Canary Wharf,
yeah.
beautiful place. So I see the museums. I go and see a lot of water bodies, a whole lot.
Anytime I see London on social media, do you know what comes to my mind?
What?
Books. Because you see, when they are doing some Edinburgh something, then they'll be in some cafe like this, then they'll just cross their leg.
Exactly. Yeah. And
And
books are
it's
cheaper
giving
there.
so, like, it's good,
Yes.
like, quiet life, quiet luxury. Like, it's not loud.
It's not.
It's not
It's
loud.
not at all. And there's
And I
cafes
like it.
everywhere.
You
And it's like the
see,
value. Like one thing I realized about Ghana is that a lot of us are not very. We are not. I want to use the word. We don't relax more. A lot of these countries, especially the European countries, they value relaxation. They value lunchtime where people come and sit.
say the,
It's only Ghana that I've seen empty cafes. I've never seen an empty cafe there before. It's full
like,
outside. Every people are always
even in
relaxing.
Netherlands, I was even thinking Netherlands, they're always busy. Netherlands,
They
they have
relax.
time.
They relax. But if your country is developed,
You
yeah,
see, and
they
that's
would.
someone who told me that, like countries who have a lot of relaxation are developed, so they just
Yes,
want to do something
you
else,
have more
time
time
to
to.
do something
No,
else.
no, you're not
Yeah,
thinking of which cafe
Ghana,
you're going to get money and
yeah,
it's going to stress you and all that.
yeah. Because me, most of the times when I travel, it's for United Nations programs.
How is that going?
Good. I
Okay,
love my United Nations agenda, and yeah, I will come to that. I'll tell you something in
okay.
private, like for my United Nations goal. And it's only like twice that I traveled, not just going to do anything, like maybe just going to my auntie's place or my siblings' place
Yeah,
outside the country, like US, because that's where they live. But you see, most of the time, too, we take transit time. So we go to
yeah.
Netherlands. Then when we're in Netherlands, we're, oh, Avida, we're hearing about racism more. But it doesn't strike.
Yeah.
But when I went, they said, okay, what this person did was racist. I was like,
You didn't see it.
I
It
didn't,
happened.
you see, sometimes when people do certain things, you don't know it's racist because they've actually been doing it in your homeland.
You don't realize
You
it.
don't realize it. For example, if someone said, okay, okay, and you're like, you're rude.
Yeah,
But I don't see it as racism more. I see it as, okay, in Ghana, too, people are actually rude,
yeah.
though. We are all black. And I realize that racism is not about only white and black differentiation. It's about people even living in your context who feel like they're superior than you.
Exactly.
So it has like a variety of school. Oh, okay, but I still like it. I still like life in Netherlands. But
Yeah.
the life I like is US. I don't know. US covers everything.
US is too fast.
Yeah.
It's
And
too big
you
for
see,
me.
most of the time saying, when I'm not in New York or New Jersey, I am at Virginia. Virginia is like some quiet place, just only you. Class one. This it's like everybody has their own house. New Jersey too is kind of there, but it's a little round. But
Yeah.
New York,
It's so
Bronx, everyone is there.
it's
And
movement.
and you see the thing is that
The city is alive.
like when I passed there, no, the people were selling on the road. I was like, ah,
Fair.
you do Ashama. I was like, are we in Ashama? Because and
New
every
York
I was
Ashama.
and even the thing too is that when my brother was driving me, he was like, he's afraid of this place because it's basa
You
basa
don't know
basa. He
really
doesn't
where
know
it is.
how to because you don't know how to drive in these places.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, in Ashama, come and see. When has he been driving worse than this? So I just love that. So when you just go, they're just going to read and have relaxation.
I just relax. It gives me space to think. And usually I go during a long vacation
Vacations,
and I
yeah,
spend a lot of time on my own. It's solo. I go solo, so
yeah.
I get to know myself better. I'm trying new things on my own. I'm going to see museums and everything on my own. So it's very, very one of the most valuable things.
Things you can never do.
And I've been going consistently every year for like this my third
Third
time.
time,
So,
yeah.
but that's why people think it's a lot because of
Yeah,
how close this
includes
place
this
is.
is yeah.
Yes.
Which is good. Because okay, well, have you tried United Nations?
UN
Try,
life,
yeah.
funny enough,
Lifeline.
lifelink is having their uh, it's because of time.
Try,
Oh,
try.
their
It's
guy
first to third, yeah.
Cuckoo is one of their staff. Cuckoo
Yeah,
is so on me joining,
yeah,
and because Cuckoo he's a very active member. He's somebody that
yeah.
really loves the
You didn't
thing.
know I knew Kuku from JHS?
Really,
Yeah, but we didn't go to
he's been
yeah, we didn't go
consistent,
to
right?
yeah, he's been consistent. We didn't go to the same JHS, so
Okay.
I forgot his school he went to, but you see, it's a Tema school,
Mm,
so Tema Sakumono, we meet at
I
one
get
place,
it.
then so that's where I got to know him
But
from.
he's very
He's so
committed.
good,
He's been sending
yeah,
me the link since he even wanted to do a short code so that I'll get people to join and I'll get a discount. It's
yeah.
time. But it's happening in
Same,
September. So maybe
first to third October.
perfect. So I think if I'm able to finish everything, I think I'm in the right mental space.
You
I'll
just
join.
register
I'll
anyway
just join.
because it will be so at first and when I joined
And I heard the
uh,
people there are crazy good. Like you meet different kind of people. Everybody's so smart.
and you know that when you meet different kinds of people you feel like okay
Mm-hmm.
in your place you are how they call it local
Yeah,
champion
you're like a champion.
you
You're
know
the double
but
of your age.
when someone gives you a different light of how a spectrum looks like
Hmm.
they'll be like I
You
never
sit
thought of
up.
it this
You
way
sit up.
and it's crazy and like we're oh then now you start thinking I want you to I want to start talking to you because you want to listen more
Exactly.
and like when you find people that have your like what you like talking about and you listen to them you're like,
Honestly, if you're somebody and you're always the smartest in the room, you need to move out. It means you've
and I
surrounded
don't like
yourself with an
it.
echo chamber of people that always
Mm-mm,
agree with you. You never grow. You should go
mm-mm.
places where people are talking and you're
Yes, let me
hey, so people you
listen.
know
No,
this.
this.
Hey, that's the
Sometimes when
best
I
place.
talk, they will say, hey, I want to write some of the words. I was like, oh, this one too is low basic. You guys don't come and fanfool me. But genuinely, they're not fanfooling
Yeah, they
me.
are not.
And I'm like, oh God, I have to stop. And me too, from class, my room, the library. So I
Yeah,
don't have a lot of people to talk
these
unless,
spaces help.
yeah.
These
So
spaces
I
help.
like, that's why I started this initiative. Aside all the motivation I'm
Mm,
getting from outside people, and then the motivation which tries to make me push harder to do
yeah,
it. I just like this because right now we spoke for more than I can't even check. But
right.
right now it still feels short. It still like 5 minutes to
It's a
me,
very good conversation.
and I really like that. But not to deviate. Let me continue what
Mm,
I'm doing. So can you? Okay, I'm going to list some titles of books, right?
okay,
And you're going to tell me whether they're actually books or they are not books.
okay, let's
Let's
check.
let's try. The Midnight Library.
It's a book.
Okay. Tears of a Brown Sun.
Tears of a Brown sounds like an African book. Hmm. I'll say it's not a book.
It's not a book. Yeah, so good. Okay. We um we were liars.
It's a book. I've read it.
Okay. Um, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn.
I've read it. It's a book.
Age, Pillow Thoughts.
Pillow Thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read it, but it sounds like a book.
So do you think it's a book?
It's a book.
It's a book. Like my girl is so good. Like okay, a girl who can.
A girl who can. The girl who can. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you.
Okay. The man who what? The man who forgot tomorrow. The man who forgot tomorrow.
Sounds like a book. It's a book.
It's not a book.
It's a book. Oh
Okay, this
gosh,
one I
it
got
sounds
to
like
you.
the boy who harnessed the wind.
Yeah. Then you have to write about it. Let me give it. Let me say it again. The man who forgot tomorrow.
The man who forgot tomorrow. What
Yeah.
kind of book will it be on? Maybe it'll be about a guy who is going through grief. So he's stuck in himself at the point where he had that loss. So he can
And you see
forgot
this movie on
tomorrow.
Netflix that just came by Tyler Perry. It was produced by Tyler Perry. Oh, and Tara GP Henson acted the
Is it
woman.
acrimony? No, no,
No,
no. My
it just
ears
came. Straw.
Sean made me cry.
Do you know I watched it? I didn't cry, but I felt it. Like I watched it in Spanish, right? So when she was like
Wow.
shouting and talking, and I felt it, like
Yeah.
because
The They
I
were
haven't
eating.
passed through all this, right? But like my little time in boarding house, we do no food in this, and people were trying to even give you hard time when you don't have food, and you have to adjust to them
It
because
was
if you don't adjust to them, it's like you're being rude. I felt what it was going
sure.
through.
It was. I cried from
It,
beginning to
it,
end.
it has, if it was a woman, that would be it. Like the title, you can write about how, and you see at the end, it has a two dice to it.
That she was actually a kid actually.
Yeah, she
Hey, no
actually.
spoilers
I want
though.
no spoilers. I won't spoil it for you guys. So like you can write about it, and I want to read your books.
Yeah,
Like
I will.
write
Thank
about
you.
it.
Thanks for
Yeah,
doing that challenge. I'll try my best.
try. I'll ask you again if you come on the show again. I'll
Yes,
ask you
please, definitely.
the book that wasn't there.
The book that was in there doesn't sound like a book.
It's not a book. And today we finally come to the end of the
Yeah.
conversation, and I'm so happy to have her here. But before you go,
Yeah.
can you tell us a life lesson or things you've learned the hard way?
Things I've learned the hard way.
Yeah, just a
Okay.
phrase or like an advice to the youth or
No,
to everybody
yeah.
watching.
So nobody's going to hand you anything in life. You have to work for it. Do things as if fear is not there. Life is very short, and do things for the plot. Also, please vote for me as Miss University of Ghana.
Yeah,
Yes, I really appreciate it.
we are voting for her,
Yes.
please.
Okay.
And that is it.